So, maybe you could collect the samples, but I don't think you could process them like that. It does. Personally, I would not trust something that sounded that easy to do something so, fundamentally serious, like in your life. Anyway, my whole point with this was when they went to this big committee to talk about, promote her whole spiel. She always had the same spiel. And she would always dress like Steve Jobs, which is another super creepy fact. She always wore black turtlenecks, and she would dress very simply and, present herself in a very direct, focused manner, much like how he talked. And she really was very unemotional, not a bleeding heart, not somebody who would elicit empathy. She was much more a tactician of the mind, very cerebral, much like Steve Jobs. Anyway, the topic she chose to discuss that this blood test was going to help that particular day, this story just stuck with me, was pancreatic cancer research. So it seems so, to me, cruel and so like a surgeon, so particular, that she would take the one issue that this man had affected him so deeply, and it's really a manipulation tactic, right? Because it's like, of course, that's something so incredibly important to him. It's like she could have picked any disease, but it's like he was there with her that day, and so that's what she was focused on. And I'm just showing this as an example of how good she was as a manipulator, con artist, grifter, whatever you want to call it. Only she was a billionaire, so it's like the highest stakes ever. That she would basically study people to some ridiculous degree behind their backs without their knowledge. And she was always listening, filtering, categorizing, fact filing. She was always like